LdnOnt TV here on Rogers TV. I am your host, Brona Morgan, and it's a pleasure to be hosting this show. And we've got a surprise tonight. I'm not going to spoil it right now, but we have a guest on the show tonight that we've never had before. We also have never had these guests before from an absolute oldest village gem here in London, Ontario. The East Village Animal Hospital has their 10th anniversary coming up. So they've been serving our community and the adorable, wonderful animals in our community for 10 years now. Congratulations. We have with us Sarah and Martha. So Sarah is the hospital manager. Martha is the medical director. And thank you so much for taking time to be here with us.
It's very much a pleasure. Thanks for having us.
So congratulations on 10 years serving the animal and human, obviously, the animal-human family population of London and the area. So talk to us a little bit about the history of the animal hospital and how people can kind of connect with you, because I know there's a special event coming up to mark that anniversary.
Yeah, so we've got East Village Animal Hospital, been around for 10 years. And Martha and the team, way back, I think the vision being the spay neuter of pets, providing accessible care, medical care for folks. So we're going to celebrate that on February 9th. It's a Friday. Anybody's welcome from 4 to 6 p.m. We can come in, see us, congratulate the clinic, say hi, have a piece of cake maybe. Wander, you can see the areas of the clinic that you may not always see, the surgery area, the medical areas, those kind of places. So we'd love to see anybody who wants to come in and see us and say hi.
Okay, so you did mention something when you were describing this, accessible veterinary care. So what's accessible veterinary care mean?
Yeah. So this is a new philosophy of practice in North America. A few years ago, there was a study done, and it revealed that 1 in 5 pet parents in Canada couldn't access veterinary care, and a major reason for that were financial hardships. So what accessible veterinary care does is ensure that all pets, regardless of their owner's financial situation in that given time in their life, have access to veterinary care, both when they're healthy, as far as comprehensive preventative care, such as spay, neuter, or vaccinations, and then also when they're sick. Our vision at EVA is that all folks, regardless of their income at the time, have the love and companionship of a pet, and on the flip side, that every animal has a happy and healthy life that they so well deserve. So in a perfect world, our vision is that all pets have wonderful veterinary care from birth to later on in life, and whether it be surgical or medical services when they're healthy and when they're ill. So that is our vision, and our mission is to provide that to lower income clients. We serve the working poor, as well as those on disability, as well many animal rescue groups in the community and surrounding areas, and as well we do work for outdoor cats, whether they be barn cats or stray cats that come into folks' backyard. That sort of thing.
And that's something that makes East Village Animal Hospital unique, isn't it?
We, as far as I know, we're one of the relatively few clinics across Canada that actually screens for income and serves exclusively low-income families, lower-income families, and as well registered charity and nonprofit animal rescue groups. Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. So you are interacting with people in the community all the time. If I'm a pet owner and I'm struggling, to afford care for my pet, what's the process look like? Just walk in the door?
So you can, absolutely, they can give us a call and talk to our very, our informed staff who can help them kind of through the process, how to access it. A lot of the folks that call just don't have the funds currently, so we can provide them with some websites that they can access to look at funding for them, for themselves to help them find care for their pet. And also our website, EVAH.ca, has a lot of information on it as well, to help people understand how to access care. So
beautiful. Yeah, wonderful idea. So for both of you, obviously this is important to you. You've both gotten into this career because obviously for a love of animals, but just a real deep understanding that all animals, and some, it's not the animal's fault that maybe the adult can't or the family can't afford it. It's not the family's fault that they can't afford it either. Exactly. We all just deserve good care. So I don't know, either one of you can start, but just tell me why that you got into this field. Why was it so important for you? Have you always loved animals?
For me, yes, I've always lived animals. This was very much a career shift for me. I did other things for many, many years beforehand. Moved back to the community in 2008. Learned about a need for a high-volume spay-neuter clinic that addressed animal overpopulation. And so the clinic was initially thought to be just a high-volume spay-neuter clinic. So we started that, but very, very quickly we realized that we needed to provide all sorts of general medical and surgical care, so we developed that side of the practice then, actually very quickly, because we realized that there was such a need.
Wonderful. And how about you, Sarah?
Yeah. I have a background, a long background, I guess, in providing foster homes for animals.
Oh, beautiful.
We were actually, my husband and I were looking at it the other day, we fostered about 32 dogs over the years and about 5 cats, so we're very proud of that. A couple of them, of course, became our animals too. Became part of our family over the years, and I think it's just been the whole concept of rescue animals and providing a need for the community. I actually, in my other career, retired and came back to be involved and support EVA. So I've known EVA since its beginning, and some of the folks involved in it. So it's been a pleasure to come on board and support our mission and what we're doing. And yeah, so.
And for those people who are maybe not familiar with the difference, so fostering a pet, adopting a pet, what's the difference between those two things?
So a number of our rescues that we work with, but you'd also find in the City of London and outside, they'll rescue animals, they'll bring them into the system, into their rescue system, but they'll need foster homes for them. So people can provide care for the animal until it finds a home, until it finds the right home, and there's always the right home out there for every animal. Sometimes it just takes a little longer. So yeah, and it's very exciting. I mean, I would encourage families to do it. We raised our kids with bringing the foster animals in, and we were always very proud of the fact that when they found a good home, everybody always says, "Isn't it really difficult?" When they go, "Well, yeah, it's a little sad," but you know that their life is going to be even more, achieved, and when that animal finds their own family. So
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you fostered animals before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And foster failed. Yes, I have.
Foster failed. Yeah.
Foster failed means
when we adopt the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I'd love to hear more about the anniversary party, but as well as, more ways that people in the community, maybe they're watching tonight, whether they want to foster, adopt, or maybe they can support the amazing work that you're doing in some other way. So please stay with us, and please stay with us, viewers, because we'll have more with Sarah, with Martha, and with some more representatives of East Village Animal Hospital after the break.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Hi, Hi, I'm Dr. Mario Elia, host of Keeping London Healthy here on Rogers TV. Join us Wednesdays at 6:30 where we discuss health topics relevant to you and bringing on experts in the field to give you the best, most up-to-date information. See you then.
I've been a volunteer with Rogers TV for 5.5 years. I was about 14 years old and I already knew that I wanted to be in TV, and my mom went searching online and she found Rogers TV and said, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?" And I said, "Absolutely," and we submitted an application that night. I've learned a lot about community and growth and just kind of just being an all-arounder. I like doing a lot of different positions like camera and audio and graphics, and having that variety and connecting with peers alike. It's not a complete commitment. You can kind of do a couple shifts a month and just do things that actually interest you, productions that actually interest you. I'd just say go for it. You only live once, and if it's something you're definitely considering, why not?
On Rogers TV. I'm your host, Brona, and I've been chatting with the wonderful people who are, I guess, the driving force behind East Village Animal Hospital, the medical director, Martha, and Sarah, who is the hospital manager. Talk to us a little bit about, I guess, the volume, the need, because there are, I know some people have been talking about a little bit about how a lot of pets were adopted during COVID, and maybe people weren't able to handle it when they went back to work, so there's maybe a lot of pets getting adopted, maybe needing to get adopted, a lot of pets that are needing care right now. It's a huge number. I know there are a lot of pets that you've been serving over the years, so talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, over the past 10 years, we have served in our spay-neuter clinic. And I can add that, at the time of the spay-neuter, we also vaccinate, provide parasite prevention, do everything we possibly can at that time for the health of the pet. We have serviced over 43,000 pets, 43 and 68 pets actually, in that 10-year period.
Wow.
And then on the medical side, which is general medical, healthy and sick pets, we have helped over 17,000 patients there. But when you look at it, we're really a vibrant community organization. I love the front lobby. And watching our community members there with their pets, and they chat with each other about what's going on with their pets. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, safe environment for our lower income citizens in our community. And every one of those spay-neuter patients or our medical patients, it's a beautiful story. They all have their beautiful story, and the vast majority are absolutely in love with their pet and only want the best. And it really represents a beautiful human companion animal bond. There's so much love. So even though the numbers are pretty staggering when you see 43,000 and 17,000 medical patients, everyone has their own beautiful story.
But that's those numbers kind of represent those stories, and that's need. That's care that these families, so these human pet families need. So you're providing such an important service to so many people who need it, and really helping them enhance their lives, because pets bring so much to a family.
Yes, there's a lot of data that shows that children are more empathetic later in life if there's a pet in the home, and interestingly, even more so if there are multiple species in the homes, a dog, a cat, a dog, a hamster, that sort of thing. So yes, there's a lot of reason to support this. It's known that seniors are more active, more physically active, less lonely if there's a pet companion, and it supports all of our mental health to have a pet in the home. So
absolutely, lots
of reasons for us as a community to support the need for accessible care veterinary medicine to ensure that everybody and all pets have access to veterinary care.
Absolutely. And it's so, like, somebody's income level really doesn't determine whether or not they deserve to have that kind of companionship, and that shouldn't be a barrier, should it?
Right. Yes, and also the ability for them to care for the pet.
Yes.
You know, lots of times I talk to our clients and ask them, well, how often do you walk your dog? Well, we go out about 5 times a day. You know, there are not many of us working individuals that can say we walk our dog five times a
Beautiful.
day. So, yeah.
So happy pets.
Happy
and
pets.
happy people.
Happy pets, yes.
Sarah, can you tell me a little bit more, and tell our viewers a little bit more about, say, maybe volunteering? Because I know that a lot of the work is done within the clinic by volunteers.
Yeah. So I guess, as you can imagine too, with doing 43,000 and whatever
That's a
surgeries over the last 10 years, we've got a rock star staff who is very much believes in in what we're doing and helps us, but we also need help and have volunteers that come in that support that process and support that. We have volunteers that work on the beach and help us with, we call it the beach, so it's our surgery recovery area.
Gotcha.
So where the pets come, they're finished surgery and they're monitored while they're waking up. So we have volunteers that do that. And so we're always looking for applications for people who'd be interested in doing that, once a week or every couple weeks or whatever it might take. We also have, we support, as you can imagine, we don't have a big budget in terms of our building and how we operate with those kind of things. So we're always looking for people to help us with, if you have a special skill that, you're a carpenter or you're a plumber or something, and we're always need to reach out to people to help us with something. If we have a water main that breaks, somebody can help us fix that at hopefully a lower cost than having somebody come in and do it. So the more money we can put into supporting the care and supporting the animals, the better. So
of course, and then donations.
Yes.
If you don't have the time, maybe you have some money, or you have maybe some. What kind of equipment would you use?
Money's always good. Money's always good. Absolutely. We always take in some medical equipment as well. We get donations every day. Extra food. We always have to feed the animals that are in the clinic as well. So we're always looking for cat food, dog food, as well, and other things. I can't think of anything else offhand, but the food would really be helpful as well. So,
and now I'm thinking. Yeah. How about those people who are considering fostering or adopting? Because I know that you have information about pets that are available, whether they have been somebody has dropped them off, you've retrieved them from, just being a stray. So can you talk to our viewers a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we at EVA work with many rescues as well that are in the area. So people can go on to a number of different websites. I could start going through the list of rescues. A lot of the animals are listed on Pet Finder. Many folks go to petfinder.com and you can find, and many of the rescues have their animals on there as well. I would encourage anybody who's thinking about it to just do it. I think absolutely, as Martha said, the children that are raised with animals, even if it's fostering the animals as well, what a huge thing for them to brag about to their friends and their cute puppies or whatever it is that they've got they get at home. So,
okay. Yeah. Well, go ahead, Martha.
I'd say that if anybody wishes to provide a donation to EVA, call our administrative front desk, and we can direct them to organizations who we work with, and then that can help pets in an emergency. EVA it's run as a nonprofit organization. We're a little bit different than many of the other nonprofit, veterinary or shelter organizations, in that it's really a community organization. About 95% of our revenue comes from the veterinary services. So our community clients are supporting the work, and we attempt to keep, or we do keep, our prices to the community as low as possible in order to, just keep the doors open. So, in that respect, we are recognized as a nonprofit or organization.
Beautiful, and it's an organization that I know our viewers are going to want to support. So just a reminder, our show is premiering on Thursday night, and Friday night is the open, or Friday afternoon is the open house. So just quick reminder for our viewers.
Yeah, February 9th from 4 to 6 p.m. at EVA. We're at 1777 Dundas Street. If you don't know where we are, across from the Home Hardware. And come in and see us.
See these friendly people, and we'll be able to meet some pets on that day as well.
Yes, we're going to have adoptable cats and dogs. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time today, because obviously you're very busy. Hope it's a wonderful open house. Hope to see you there, and hope you'll stay tuned for our next segment. I know you're going to enjoy this one.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Was that 4 or 5? He's lost count and still thinks he can drive. Do you think he knows that when he is caught and charged with impaired driving, he'll lose his license and a lot more? If he gets in his car, he'll face costs exceeding $20,000. Does he realize he could have a criminal record for his choice to drive? And it could be much worse if he crashes. Wonder what he'll be thinking tomorrow.
Have a hold on one at 15.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Thursday.
Most people that are have received treatment for drug use problems are probably going to have a lapse.
Join addictions counselor Dean Anderson for Invisible, Breaking Through the Stigma of Addiction, on Rogers TV.
Age 9, as well as Phineas, special guest, East Village Animal Hospital. Thank you for being here, both of you. Can you tell us a little bit about being a volunteer with the Animal Hospital?
Yeah, so every weekend me and my mom go over to the clinic to feed the cats, Hammy and Chubbs. His name's Hammy, but for short we call him Ham. And yeah, basically we just go over, we feed them, we say our goodbyes, and it's pretty fun.
And can you tell us a little bit about your friend Phineas here?
Okay, so
I think Phineas is up for adoption, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, so Phineas, how long have you known Phineas?
I think I just met him today.
Just met him today? Well, you're very good with him. He seems like he's pretty comfortable up there. And so why did you decide that you wanted to volunteer at the Animal Hospital?
Since my mom works here, I thought it would be pretty fun, and since she told me about it, I just agreed, and I tried it, and I like it.
And so for other kids that want to volunteer there, scary, not scary? A lot of fun?
It's a lot of fun.
What's your favorite pet that you've met so far?
Probably Ham.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to be at the open house?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so when you're not doing wonderful volunteer work at the Animal Hospital and taking care of, do you have pets at home?
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of pets do you have at home?
I have 4 cats and 2 dogs.
Oh my gosh, so you're a busy lady taking care of pets. What other things do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to do gymnastics and stuff.
You are a busy person. And age 9?
Yep.
So what grade you in?
I'm in grade 4.
Congratulations. So what's your favorite subject?
Probably gym class. It's really fun.
And do you think that someday you're going to stick with gymnastics, or you think you might want a career in veterinary care?
I think I might stick with gymnastics.
Fantastic. What's your favorite move?
Probably a Round off.
Round off, fantastic. Now it sounds like Phineas, or looks like Phineas, is trying to do a little bit of gymnastics as well. He's very snuggly, he's very friendly, and I don't think he's learned to bark yet, has he?
Nope.
He's a pretty quiet guy. Fantastic. Do you know what kind of dog Phineas is?
No, I don't know.
Because a lot of animals that are rescues, maybe you wouldn't know what breed they are, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite kind of dog or cat, or you like all kinds?
A favorite dog for me has to be a golden retriever. They're really cute.
Ooh. And what kind of dogs do you have?
I have a golden retriever and a German shepherd.
And what are your cats?
My cats are, oh my God. I don't really know, but they're really cute. And yeah.
So for kids who are thinking about getting a pet, what would you say?
I'd say it's a really good opportunity and you'll have lots of fun with them.
How much work?
It's a lot of work, but...
Especially when you have 6, but I guess 1 wouldn't be too much.
Yeah.
Right? But then I guess when you start adding on 5 more...
It's a lot of work.
All right. How about mom and dad? So do they have to do a lot of work, or is it all done by you?
They have to do like a lot of work by feeding them and taking them outside.
Right. And what's your role?
My role is basically putting bandanas on them and having fun with them.
And lots of walking?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So for the viewers, Phineas, wonderful guy. He's only a few months old and he's adoptable. So there's lots of information about adopting awesome pets like Phineas. And he's been a wonderful guest. This is the first time we've had an animal on the show. And obviously you're very comfortable with him because although he's been a little bit wiggly, you've been able to keep him comfortable on the show the whole time. So look how wonderful you can learn to be with, how comfortable you can learn to be with pets when you're only 9 years old. So I think there's a role for all of us helping out at the animal hospital, isn't there?
Yes.
All right, so viewers, give it a chance. We've got an open house coming up February 9th, and lots of opportunities to support the East Village Animal Hospital, lots of opportunities to volunteer, and if you need some pet care, that's the place to go. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for being here, Megan. Thanks for being here, Phineas, Martha, and Sarah as well, and thanks for coming this week, checking out the Animal Hospital, and we'll see you next week. LdnOnt TV here on Rogers TV.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
After a night out with your friends, there's always options for getting home safely. You could call your BFF, your mom or dad, whoever you can count on for a safe ride home. You could call your favorite cab company or 1-888 taxi guy, or you could use the Arrive Alive smartphone app to help you choose your ride. Be it a friend, transit, or taxi, getting home safely is app easy. Now available for iOS and Android devices. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive, drive sober.
Hi everyone, my name's Emily.